Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is a Rabbabaya coming at you with a quick lesson from the Chicago camp. I titled this lesson, Ww3 Alert. I got this man, he was talking about the exchange between Russia and Ukraine. And, things are escalating very fast. This man knows that these other countries are fed up with him, so he's trying to keep a hold on the economy and keep a hold on the world, but his hands, his grip is slowly slipping, Before I show this video, I want to read a quick scripture. I want to go to Sirach, chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, pride is hateful before God and man. He said, and by both does one commit iniquity. He said, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So that's Esau. Esau's kingdom is being transferred. He's gonna lose it because everything he does it for himself. He steals, kills, and destroys all through the earth. That's just what he does. His job, actually, in the scriptures. Let's go to that. Real quick. Then I'll play this. Let's go to Revelations, chapter 6, verse 4. Is to take peace from the earth. It says, Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat therein to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So this is why this country is always at war, because that was his gift, was the sword. So it's always conflict, always war. And they're always in the middle of it, and they're always innocent. Let me go ahead and play this. Check this out.
China and Russia are now issuing direct warnings to the United States. You need to pay attention and share this with everyone. World War III now concerns 5 countries, 3 of which are nuclear superpowers. China's President Xi is urging an immediate ceasefire and opposes any military action, implicitly warning the U.S. and Israel against forceful escalation. In Russia, they're warning that if the United States gets involved, there will be unpredictable negative consequences. Seems like Russia and China have already picked a side. Meanwhile, the war continues to escalate. Iran launched a massive missile barrage, over 450 missiles and 1,000 drones raining down on Israeli cities. One strike hit the Soroka Medical Center in Beersheba. At least 240 civilians were injured. It's one of the most direct and devastating attacks so far. But Israel did not wait to respond. Overnight, they hit back hard, striking multiple nuclear and military sites across Iran. Natanz, Fordow, Iraq, Isfahan, and Koladab. But it's no longer just tactical. It's become personal.
Wow.
Israel's defense minister Katz just called Iran's supreme leader a mob.
I want to say that the reason why that the thing is getting personal, the reason why things are escalating like that, because he know that he have but a short time here. Let's let's get that. Let's go to Revelations chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he had but a short time. So when it talks about the devil, it's talking about Esau. Esau comes down on everyone because he know that his time is short here. He see, that things are starting to slip. Let me go ahead and finish playing this.
Schmittler, and he said should no longer free news. China and Russia are now issuing direct.
They clipped me off. But anyway, I got one other. I want to read something else too. I want to go to these other countries are fed up with America's practices and how they do things, and they're banding together, Russia, China, North Korea, they all are banding together to take this country out, I want to go to Obadiah chapter 1, verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? For all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. And the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. And they that ate thy bread have laid a wound under thee. And there's no understanding in him. So when it says laid a wound under me, it's like they laid a trap, you know. And that's what's happening right now, is that these other countries are banding together to put a snare on the U.S. You know, the U.S. has been wreaking havoc all over the earth for many years now. So now these other countries are at the point they're fed up, you know. So now they're you know, Esau's spirit that he has this God spirit about himself. You know, he wants to rule the world, and he wants everybody to worship him. You know, he, instead of him making agreements, or if he does make agreements, he just take. You know, so these other kingdoms are fed up with him. You know, and they're these other countries are banding together. You know, this is another thing. I want to read this real quick. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 14. I'm starting at verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Now we're talking about, when it says Lucifer here, it's talking about the Esau, you know, because it says which weakened the nations. So we know a spiritual demon, Satan, didn't do that. Esau did that, you know, through his nuclear weapons and his power that he had in the earth. It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the North America. So this is Esau talking about he wants to, you know, in so many words, be God. Wait, it's going to tell you that. Verse 14, it says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This is the spirit of this man. This is why it's hard for him to do any type of dealings with anyone, because he has that spirit, like he's above everyone. Now listen to this. Verse 15, it says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of a pit. So Esau, in his mind, he thinks, you know, he has that God complex, which is hard to change that. But these other nations are going to bring him down, you know, and that's what we got to get prepared for. You know, it's important that we stay in these scriptures. Roughly paraphrased, Isaiah 33:6 says the wisdom of these scriptures are going to be our stability during the time of the Lord's wrath. So we must rely on these scriptures, and we must be watching, because, you know, Esau's fall is coming, and it's going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect the whole world. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom to next time, Lord willing. Shalom.